a patient goes on to ECMO, the first criteria is we should have used the other conventional technology like ventilation, which all the hospitals are used to keep patients on ventilator, and we do that. But there will be a time when the ventilator cannot achieve the gas exchange to keep a patient alive. In other words, if you want me to say, ventilation fails because the disease process is so severe, the ventilator cannot help those patients. So those are the type of the patients we decide that yes, they can be helped with ECMO for the next few days so that they can recover during that. The reason I said about the choosing is there are certain contraindications or certain cases where the recovery is not possible. We don't want to place them on ECMO. It is sort of giving false hope. So we have to decide which cases are going to improve and which cases are irreversibly damaged, so they cannot make improvement even on going on to ECMO. So ethically and judiciously, we want to use this procedure. Whoever can benefit from this procedure, we will use it. Disposable equipment. So most of the cost goes for the disposable equipment, and it runs with the blood products, etc. So those things have to be kept into consideration when the duration of when the cost of ECMO is decided. But we are trying to keep cost to the minimum possible. We should be able to offer this technology to all the patients coming from nearby places as well, say from Vijayawada, Tirupati, Kurnool, any nearby places I mean. We are looking at the transport arrangements as well, how we can get these patients safely here and offer this technology, which is a life-saving technology. Once we decide the patient needs ECMO, it is better to go on to ECMO as soon as possible. So minimal period will be preferable, but may not be achievable in all the cases. It is a different field. Yes, it is helpful. ECMO is helpful in that cases also for supporting organs. But if many number of organs fail, it will be difficult for all the organs to recover as well. So it might take longer time. And after putting them on ECMO for some time, if they don't recover, we may have to decide they don't make any recovery on that, and we may have to stop at that stage with the consent of relatives and others by taking making it as a combined decision at that time. But the chances are much better for single organ failure, either for lung failure or heart failure. If more number of organs, in the sense liver failure, kidney failure, pancreatic failure, if all these things start coming in, then the complications will start to get worse with that. Obviously, it cannot help if there is a brain failure. We can support all organs even when they are ECMO as well. We can support the liver, we can support the kidneys, etc. during the period of their failure, hoping that they will recover. But the chances are much better for single organ failure compared to multi-organ. All of us in the medical fraternity were used for using the ventilator in the whole world. But with the ECMO, specialized techniques are there. It is like 24 hours. You have to be by the side of the patient, number 24 hours, 24/7. So it is very meticulous. It is not without complications. So we don't want to use ECMO before all other life supporting measures have been tried.